Would you care for a sandwich?
Oh, no thank you.
Are you waiting for the interview?
Yes.
It's been a long time. I wonder what's going on.
Right, I think it's one of the problems.
Yeah, I always thought so too, yes.
Well, thank you very much for coming, Mr. Carter. And we'll be in touch.
Fine. Give my regards to Mr. Harforth.
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Right, who's next?
Thank you.
Yes?
Can I help you?
Oh, tea, please.
Oh, okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Daddy. Happy birthday to you.
Ah. Oh, you shouldn't have done.
Happy birthday, darling.
Thank you. Oh, what's this?
Okay.
Where's Jolanta?
She's in bed. Still asleep.
Lazy thing. Oh, you shouldn't have done. I mean, well, perhaps the children want something.
No, they got plenty now. Besides, I saved up to buy it for you. Come on then, let's see if they fit. Anyhow, look, it's too late now.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, I'll go.
Not a bad. Come on then, let's see what we can do with that, shall we? Now, what shall we have? Rocket. No. Aeroplane?
Yeah.
See if we can do a plane, shall we? What's wrong, darling?
It's Mother. She's been taken to hospital.
What was back for Oh, yeah, we had some fun, didn't we? I can remember the days. Do you remember the old crowd? You remember that car? Oh, your standard 10. The GT, that's the one. God, that was always breaking down. Well, that was the trouble in those days. Never had any money, you see. I could never afford to get it repaired.
Oh. You haven't changed much anyway.
No.
What are you doing around here anyway now?
Oh. We've had a few problems. Well, Christina was insisting that we moved into her father's house. Well, especially since her mother's death. We thought we could save a bit of money that way at least until we got a council house.
Thank you. Thanks.
Well, we never seemed to hit it off From the beginning. Her father and I, that is.
Who are you working for now?
Nobody. I was made redundant a few months ago. Well, I seem to enjoy employing computers now.
Well, come and see me sometime. I'm sure I can fix you up with something.
Yeah.
Come and see me tomorrow. Look, I must rush. I promised to take Elsa to the casino. She loves to play roulette. She never wins. Keeps her busy while I chase the birds, eh? You must come with us sometime. When you got yourself sorted out. Okay?
Yeah.
I'll give you a ring.
Don't make a noise. The old fool might hear us. What'd you do that for? You're waiting.
You bleeding drunk. You got no job staying in my place, you know? Bleeding drunk.
Mr.
No job, nothing, just staying
I'm
in
sorry,
my
look,
place.
it was only
I'm
a
having
dream,
enough
look,
of
bring on. Relax. Oh, Carl. Why haven't I got any of this, eh? If I had some money, I could start a little business. Then you see, the first thing we do is move out of here, buy a nice cottage, a nice car. Oh, Carl, don't look so angry. I didn't want that much. Look, you know I could never be one of them. That's better. Now we're friends again, eh? Oh, come on. We better go upstairs. Christina's probably wondering where we are. Hello. What's wrong, darling?
Everything's wrong. And you've been drinking.
Look, I met Peter on the way home. He asked me for a quick one. I couldn't say no.
That's your problem. You can never say no.
How could I refuse him? I haven't seen him for a long time. How could I refuse him?
My father asked me again last night if you found a job. I told him you were looking for one. Isn't it about time you sold some of those books?
Couldn't do that. You know, it's taken me years to collect those books.
You spent 7 years between books. What have you got to show for them now?
What do you mean, what have I got? Look, I've got children, you, love, respect for people, hope. That's what I've got.
Well, couldn't you just get Peter to give you some money against those books?
Yes, but we've only got one more day, darling.
I know, but Father's getting really desperate. He's asking every day what you're going to do.
Look, I know that we didn't hit it off from the start, but... Well, I wouldn't have thought after 8 years of marriage we'd have to meet in the park, creep in the bedroom, leave through the back door.
But it's exciting, darling. I mean, it's like the good old days. Isn't it?
It wouldn't be so bad if I had anything.
Oh, darling. You know Gelante's sleeping in the same room.
I know what I'll do. I'll end up living in a monastery.
It's 5:30. Father's going to be wanting his tea. What are you going to do?
Oh, there's a cafe. I'll go there.
Mom! Dad! Come here, I found something!
What is it, Peter?
Looks like a rig.
Is it worth anything?
Can I sell it, Dad?
No, I don't think so. If it were a ruby or an emerald, then we could sell it.
What are they?
They're precious stones. Rubies are red and emeralds are green.
What do they do with them?
Not much. They're usually wasted on some wrinkled old neck or a fat person's finger.
Come on, Leon, we're going.
You go and join your mother, son. Go on.
Aren't you coming with us, Dad?
Hey?
Aren't you coming with us?
No, go on. I've got a job to do.
Oh, thank you. Bye. See you later.
See ya. Can I sit here? Thank you. It's cold outside.
It's gonna be colder.
Bad news for the poor.
Yeah.
What happened to all the glasses?
Oh, they're all broken.
How?
It's a long story. I've been unemployed a long time. I was short of money. One day I met a friend. What a friend he turned out to be. When I went to his office, I was too proud. I intended for him to lend me money against my books. I'm looking for Peter.
He's not in.
Oh, but he said he would be.
He's gone to Rome for the company's meeting. He did phone me this morning before he went and said he'd be back in a week's time.
Oh, I see. Have you got a bit of paper and a pencil, please? Would you give him that message, please? And the books.
Right.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.
When I got there, he was away. So I went back a week later.
Come in. Be with you in a minute. How is everything? All right?
Not bad, thanks.
Good, yeah, well, I won't keep you a minute. I'm just gonna finish off my practice for the big match on Saturday. Playing with the vicar, you know.
Sorry.
Why don't you help yourself to a drink, eh? Over there?
No, it's a bit early for me, thanks.
Right. Should be all right on the weekend. That's what counts. Have a sit then, yeah?
No, thanks. I've rather a lot to do.
Oh yeah, well, I'm busy too, you know. I'll get you your money then, eh? I'm sorry it's only £150, but times haven't been good lately.
I understand. I'll repay you as soon as I can.
No, it's no rush.
Well, I'd better be off.
Right.
You're a busy man. Thanks anyway.
Don't mention it. See you soon, yeah?
Yeah. It was only £150. It wasn't as much as I intended, but well, at least I had something. It was early in the day, so I thought I'd have a look round the shops. Some auction rooms. I'd never been to an auction before. It was fascinating.
Yeah, 45, 55, 55, 55, 55, 65, 65 behind second, 65, 65, 75. You're done. Lot number 13, ladies and gentlemen. Rather a nice 3-branch chandelier. One of my bid, please. Somebody open the bidding at 60. Give me 65 to start it. 60 I have, 60, 65, 70, 70, 75, 75, 80 in the front, 80, 85, 85, 90 right in the back, 95, 95, and £100. At £100 in the window, the bid is. And £100, at £100, 105, 105, 105, 110. That's 110. 110, 110, at 115. 115 at 115. Against you in the window. 120, 120, 120, 120, 125, 125 still against you. 130, 130, 130, at 130, 135, 135, 140, 140, 140, 145, 145 still against you, and 145 at 150 pounds. I'm bid at 150 pounds. 150 pounds. 150 pounds. At 150 pounds. At 150 pounds, and you're all done with it. Now.
Spent my last £150. Even that was borrowed. I thought, well, maybe the chandelier wasn't all that bad. I tried an antique shop. When I told him the price, he just laughed at me. So, I tried again. There were plenty more shops in the town. There must be one somewhere who'd be willing to buy the chandelier from me. After all, I'd bought it. There must be other people who'd want it. Thought I had a chance. I finally came across one. It was a nice shop. He was a reasonable man. When I showed him the chandelier, I told him it was an antique. He said it wasn't an antique. I originally asked him for £150, but he just wasn't interested. Just on leaving, I thought, well, half a cake's better than nothing, so I tried 100. Even that was too high, so I left. I didn't know what to do, where to go. All the shops were closed now. There I was with something I didn't really need, but I'd bought it. There was this town, shops by the hundred, and yet nobody wanted the chandelier. I felt trapped. I think at this point I'd just about lost all hope anyway. I just wandered the streets. I must have walked miles that afternoon. Nobody wanted my chandelier. Desperation kept me going, I think. Trying to find somebody who'd be willing to buy this thing from me. I just wandered the streets. It was then that the clock struck. I looked up to see the time, and I realized I was supposed to meet my wife. What was I going to tell her?
Where have you been? You're an hour late.
I was looking for a flat.
A flat? What's that in your hand?
It's a chandelier.
can see it's a chandelier. Well, what for?
Well, I bought it for the flat. Of course, we haven't got one yet, but we'll need it when we do get one. Mind you, having got this, we'll need antique furniture and... Where are you going? Wait for me. Christina!
Hey, mister. You forgot the chandelier.
Huh?
The chandelier.
Oh, you keep it.